Hello there.
How is everybody tonight? Welcome
What?
to ShelfGravy. Wait,
I passed the show to her. Sure.
what are you talking about?
I don't know.
We have some friends with us tonight.
Hello.
Reduced taint.
Yeah, it's a problem that's sweeping the nation.
Reduced taint.
You might have
And
to.
we got Savage Mike.
What's up, guys?
Howdy.
And Break.
Hi, Brian.
And our producer,
Hello.
Mr. Brink.
Hi, Brian.
So I guess we should see what everybody's working on tonight, and then we can have our all our crazy conversations if we really want to.
If we really want to. What if we just did a show in complete silence?
Wouldn't that be ridiculous?
I mean, if I were all by myself, that's what it would be.
What if it was the highest rated, the highest viewed show on the entire Realm of Collectors network?
I feel bad for everybody.
What's going on, Paul?
You're silly.
What's up, Paul? Toy Mafia,
Table
Pete
mates.
Ferguson, Eric,
Table
and Chandra.
mates.
That's me.
Paul, interesting that you bring up table mates. Remember those Amazon people that came and bought a lot of our stuff? I found one of them on Amazon. I found their store and I found my stuff.
No.
Did you find your things? Did you buy them back?
No, not at those prices.
FOMO.
No.
That's
Hi,
awesome.
Wayne.
What's up,
Hello,
Wayne?
Hi,
Wayne.
Wayne. So,
Hi, everybody.
I'm jealous of Wolfie. He got to go to a fucking Buc-ee's.
right?
What's that?
It's like a giant Sheets.
Like, yeah. And supposedly they have a glory hole. Oh, a jerky wall. That's a glory hole, right?
I
What?
think so.
I've never heard
do?
it, but that's funny.
They have a jerky wall. I would think that's a glory hole.
There's funny. Paul says he's talking about
I
those
don't know.
Amazon guys, those dirty bastards. But his girl was cute. Yeah, I liked her girl too, especially when she was all drenched from the rain. That was fun.
Brian, you got to get out more.
Cherry maple jerky for the win. That's what he said.
Yeah, see? He went to the fucking...
It's a beef jerky.
Yes, it's a
wall.
beef jerky wall.
Yeah, he made a
beef.
poster.
Oh,
Went for
my
the
mind
nuts.
went to the fucking gutter.
Of course it's not that.
I thought it was like a jerky wall and there were just holes in it and you just, like
Drop
little
trout
seats.
in a public place.
Yeah,
Oh.
whatever.
Well, since you misunderstood the jerky wall, let's start with you. And what are you working on, Matt?
So I'm working on a science experiment right now. I'm preparing that. But I did get these mythic legions. And I think I'm going to open at least one of them. I don't know how I feel about them.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't
then-
know.
Which one did you get, Matt?
I got this guy with a bird, and he's got a
The reindeer?
beard. Yeah, I got that guy. And then I got...
You can show. You're big on screen, so you can show what you got.
I got this lady.
Oh, yeah.
I
like that.
snapped her arm.
Snapped her arm.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that tonight before I forget again. I'm gonna email them, send them pics.
Like, she looks cool, but I'm just going to say I feel like a lot of their armored figures aren't really well made.
The paint on her chest is incredible.
The fucking just red?
Yeah, it's very glossy and shiny. It's got a nice finish on it.
Wow, Brian, you have low standards.
What do you mean by poorly made?
Like, they just seem janky. Like
What does that mean exactly?
They're using Super 7 factory.
Hold on. I need to do some science before we get into this whole conversation.
Okay, so let's
Brian's
take you
got
to
his
your
hackles up. How
science
dare you talk bad about my mythics?
and
I'm
let's,
not
Well-
talking.
I'm not gonna accuse him of talking bad. I need an explanation of the vernacular that he's using.
That's fair.
Like, I just feel.
Let's let you do your science for a minute and let's find out what Mike's working on real quick, and then we'll go back to this conversation.
I'm still working on my female orc that I got from my action figure customs. This one's called Little Sister.
I want to see.
Oh.
Got a little bit more paint on her from last time.
Nice.
So,
Little
Mike,
sister.
I hope you've got an inventory of
Wow.
of
That's
MAFC parts to
Thanks.
customize.
Yeah, I know they're going to all Crucible pretty soon.
Yeah.
I actually do have quite a few of their stuff. And then here's a top that I'm doing for it.
Ooh, underboob.
Look at
A little
that.
bit, yeah. So I just took some of my extra ogre armor and straps and just kind of glued all that together.
Oh, the chest
And
thing.
just regular
wasn't in there?
miscellaneous armor parts. Nothing special.
Is it janky armor parts?
No, I think they're fine. They're, if I have anything negative to say, it's the same old armor parts, but
There you go.
they're fine.
Well, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm surprised that your arm broke on your 2.0 body, Brian. I've never heard
Yeah,
of that
snapped
before.
right at the peg.
Wow.
Boom, just
That's
like that.
craziness.
Yeah.
Well, let's find out what Brian's working on.
Oh, I am going to continue labeling my my Phoenix here. Yeah, I might open a mythic too.
Sweet.
Break their arm off.
Yeah. I'm gonna-
Oh,
It's okay,
oh,
toys.
right on.
These decals, man. It's like you got to be in a mood. So a
Yeah.
couple of them are kind of tough. I'm not sure what. I'll do a few, and going. They require a lot of concentration, you know.
Yeah.
Steady hand and
Yeah.
things and stuff.
Well, I also got one of my grails from way back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
This
What
fella
what
right
was
here.
it, Mike?
Oh yeah.
I've been wanting this son of
Yeah.
a bitch for years.
Azar.
I got two of them.
Mike,
I can never just get
Look.
one. I got to double down on everything.
I got one
At
too.
least.
I got one too.
Oh, sweet. I know, Brian.
So I'm ready. I got the blue guy. I got the yellow guy. And now we just gotta wait for the green guy this year,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. And he's going to
Hopefully
be
this
like
year.
brute or ogre size.
Yeah. Yellow and blue make green. Isn't that right, Matt?
It is right, Brian.
That's correct.
So you want to understand my vernacular?
Yeah. So when you said they were poorly made, and then you kind of retracted that a little bit and just said that
Let's
they're
finish up
kind of
here.
janky. So
Yeah, what's
What are you
Chandler's
working
doing?
on, Jay Dizzle?
Well, how about Chan? What's Chan
Yeah.
Okay.
working on?
I'm working on I'm back on this. I'm making
Oh.
this picture
That's cool.
where I'm carving into the foam. I'm working out the
oceans,
Nice.
the oceans new.
roar.
The oceans
Music
roar
to my soul.
is music to my soul.
Yeah, it's gonna be a mermaid, so
That's cool.
I'm printing some things out so I can I don't know. I'll figure it out. It's gonna be fun. Working on things. Let's find out what JD's working on and let's discuss vernacular after that.
Vernaculars.
JD, what's going on?
Binoculars.
What are you working on?
I'm doing stuff, things and stuff. Oh, you're printing stuff out. I'm like, what the hell's that noise?
It's a printer. Go on. You're okay.
yeah, so I still have this gonk droid thing that I'm fucking with.
Mm.
There's my legs. So I'm just cleaning it up. And then I brought some figures. Some sweet figures.
They are really good. Kenshin. And what's his name? I always forget his name.
Yep.
Something.
I forget.
It's from an anime. It's fun. It's fun anime. Anyway.
And then I stopped at GameStop and I found him.
Oh.
There's a whole bunch of Indiana Jones goodness going on.
Yeah, there is.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Chan's got the major over there.
Yeah. Showed him.
Sure.
That is a hell of a head sculpt. Here, do you want him?
Sure.
Do they have a melty head sculpt to him?
Oh, that's why I handed it.
Oh,
There you
sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's really well done, actually. As far as like the sculpt goes on something like that, I was pretty impressed.
This
He even got the
This,
burn mark on his palm.
like, check this out. So, you know how they've been doing the double peg for the neck on a lot of the Hasbro figures now?
Yep.
So the base neck, can you see the whole?
The color and
Oh,
everything.
look at that. That's cool.
So it doesn't break sculpt.
Yeah.
At least not that bad.
Yeah, that's not that noticeable. Wax melty face.
That scene gave me nightmares for many years as a
I
young
love that
person.
scene.
So it's funny.
favorite.
I remember when that would be the video they'd play at the the after school camp that I went to when I was in grade school. It's like in Temple of Doom. It's like
Mm-hmm.
sure, there's kids and they're from like 7 to 13 years old. Doesn't matter. Fuck it. Everybody watch.
Yeah, we saw it in our school gym too. I think I was in 6th grade or something.
Yeah.
Had popcorn.
JD Wolfie wants to tell you that Gridiron Studios has a great upgrade for that indie figure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he comes with better whips and
Oh.
idols and things like that. And Chan Paul wants to know something about polystyrene. Is he talking about the ass behind you or that thing that you?
No, he's talking about this piece of foam that I'm carving into. It's just regular, craft foam. You can buy it almost anywhere. Has the peel off paper on each side.
Gotcha.
Huh. Gridiron, huh?
I'll look it up and share it.
Okay, that'll work.
That sounds awesome. Paul wants to know: have you guys seen Storm's adding a Soul Calibur line?
Yep. Not gonna do it.
Not gonna
Can't.
You pumping the brakes, JD?
I'm pumping the brakes.
Pumping the brake.
All right, so you want to know what the meaning of janky is, Brian?
Well, I want to know what you mean.
By the janky armor.
Yeah, I feel like those figures don't stand up.
Okay.
Like they have the balance points are not good. I just feel like a lot of the armor doesn't. It looks good, but like the posability isn't there on the fully armored figures. I don't know. That's just what I think. I think they're just kind of janky. Like they're not as quality as like the non-armored figures.
Like you can't do that.
Well, not even something that extreme, but like stand up in some sort of an action pose.
Right.
Like they like. I guess there are even because I have that Gwendolyn.
Mm-hmm.
The girl with the knight with the horse face with the lion face.
The horse face.
The lion she got the lion helm like
Oh, that's Hadriana.
and she doesn't stand
Yeah,
worth a
that-
shit.
Huh?
Can I have that out of the printer?
I don't think any of the 2.0s stand for shit myself. Even that
Yeah.
brand new Motu, the Webster, I put him together. That motherfucker fell over 3 times. I'm like,
Holy
I had
crap.
to put a spear in his hand just so he wouldn't fall over.
What figure was that, Mike?
It's the Webster homage. They came out with All Stars 5, the blue guy with 4 arms that plug into the back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I can get him if you want.
No, it's okay.
He's got like a skeleton bottom, which is 1.0 bottom. The upper is like a 2.0, which is kind of a weird. But the skeletons are kind of iffy on standing too. You kind of got to get them in a lock pose, and
Right.
sometimes they are fine, sometimes not.
Well, I think their big problem is they're sculpting these figures with today's technology, and they are tooling them as we're still in the 90s,
That's
early
fair.
2000s.
Hmm.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, like compared to G.I. Joe and Star Wars, and even Indiana, like even this guy is more dynamic than a Legion, and that's mainstream shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Did
I'm
you
not
guys
saying
ever-
they're like garbage or anything. I just feel like some of them are just. I feel like some are designed way better than others.
Yeah.
And I paid like $15 more for these Rurouni Kenshin figures, and they have soft goods and are stupid posable.
Posable.
Mm-hmm. Different faces, hands,
Yeah.
but I mean they're Figwarts-ish
Mhm.
esque.
I think they're a little better than Figwarts at this point.
Okay.
I have my disappointments in Figwarts, so
Yeah.
I'm not exactly like ready to toot their horn at this point in time.
Anyway,
So
I
JD
think the
here.
Savage line, when that comes out and people get those in hands, everyone's going to be really surprised because they've got
JD.
some wicked articulation.
Here is
Uh-huh.
that kit that Wolfie was talking about.
mm-hmm.
So you get a torch, a
Does it
gun.
light up?
I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
And a new belt. I've heard people talk about the belt on the one that comes with it.
Mhm.
Jeez, this site does not work for me. I don't know what the problem is. Like the pouch, the flap over the gun hole. Jeez, what did I just do?
What are you doing, Brian? You think this was your first fucking rodeo?
I know this site. I got weird internet issues, man. Some sites do not load as fast as others. I need to call up Comcast and give them what for.
I would.
Ask them about their janky internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least firecrotch.com still loads for you.
Yeah, that's not a thing. But anyways, here, like, I heard that the thing that holds the whip on doesn't latch all the way, and this doesn't latch all the way. But this has a new belt, and check out this whip. I guess it's
Wire.
yeah, and it's fuzzy.
Now, what's the price point on those Indiana Jones?
They're
$25.
Is it a Hasbro product?
Yeah.
Because I've seen them and I'm like, do I really need a fucking Indiana Jones shelf?
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
Like, do I just
Wait it
get
out.
Indy? Do
So
I get Short Round? Do I get Merriam?
Matt, they teased Indy and his dad from the Last Crusade, and I think that's the pair that I want.
Yeah, you know what, Brian? You know what?
Oh,
When you're right, Brian. When you're right, you're right.
And I think you're definitely right about this.
I think you're right.
You could do a cool diorama,
Rama.
like
Yeah,
a
with,
small one, you know, like just with those two.
Yeah, with his dad smashing a vase over his head, over Indy's head,
Or like when they're
Them
fighting
tied to the
inside the
chair.
tank.
They're tied to the chairs.
tied to the chairs. Yeah.
Tied to the
Yeah.
chairs would be
Yeah.
perfect, JD, with like a little flame effect.
Yep.
I think after
Dad.
the
Julio.
first movie, that was the next best one
I love that one.
Yep.
by far.
I do
But-
like that movie a lot.
It's freaking Sean
I like
Connery.
Temple of Doom because it's just so fucking out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. Yeah.
But I agree with you. Like I don't think any of them are bad. That fucking Crystal Skull shit was woof.
I tell
That
you, it
was
was
bad.
good. I was enjoying it up until the monkeys, and then I was just like, what just happened here?
I was with it until he goes into the fucking refrigerator to avoid a nuclear blast.
Oh, so you were out from the very beginning.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, dude. Like, I'll buy into your fucking holy relics that can melt people's faces and, you know, fucking Shiva cult in fucking India, and you survived a plane crash because of a rubber
Huggies.
raft. I'll buy into all that shit. But don't tell me you're going to survive a nuclear blast because you hopped in a fucking refrigerator. You got to have limits and you got to have standards.
I mean-
Oh,
It does work, right?
Supposedly.
I mean, there's a rumor. I don't know. I don't think I would want to try that. Good.
I mean, if that's all you got, like, I'm out here in this fucking prairie and there's a nuclear fucking blast coming, and all I have is this fucking old refrigerator. I hope there's not a dead kid in it already. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're down to your dick and your diamonds,
Sure.
then, you know, like, what do I really have to lose, right?
You dick any diamonds?
Yeah, other than your dick and your diamonds.
Right. I don't have one to lose.
Well, your metaphorical dick. Yeah, I don't know. I think the new movie could be good.
I'm
saw-
interested.
I saw a trailer for it this weekend. Like I saw the trailer in the movie theater. That was
In the theater.
correct. Yeah, I went to go see John Wick for a second time this weekend.
How was that?
It was good. It's a glorious, gratuitous orgy of mayhem.
That's fantastic. Did you have a roast beef sandwich with you?
No, I went with friends this
Oh,
time, so
man.
I went to a different movie theater and I didn't have that ritual.
Oh.
The movie theater is right by the mall.
Yeah.
It's not attached, but it's adjacent in the same parking lot. And afterwards, we had discussed where we wanted to go for dinner, and we could either go to the mall. They have lots of new restaurants in there, or we went to another place, just a little further away. Decided to go to another place a little further away, which was pretty cool. And it's a good thing that we did, because just a few minutes after we got to that restaurant, started ordering, it turns out that there was a shooting at the mall in the food
Ooh.
court. Yeah.
Well,
And,
that's good that you didn't stay. It's not
Yeah,
good
not
there was
good.
a shooting at the mall.
Yeah. Fortunately, no one died. I haven't checked the news since Sunday, so I hope no one still has not died. But it wasn't like a terror attack. It was just some people at the food court had an altercation.
Some wannabe gangsters.
Yeah.
You know what I bet it was, Brian? It was some sort of dispute at the fucking lotion cart.
No.
Oh, no.
Maybe.
That's Brian's thing.
Bitch ass motherfucker
The
got the
ladies got
same
a little too friendly
phone
with
case
somebody's
as me.
man.
I'm gonna bust a cap in his ass.
There,
Well, who knows?
there was this guy with like this Dead Sea mineral scrub stuff. I was with my cousin, two of my cousins and my sister. We were shopping for her prom dress, so this was quite a minute ago. It was maybe. And this guy trying to sell this Dead Sea mineral scrub walks up and he's like, "Hey, you guys want to check this out?" My cousin stood there and talked to the guy for 45 minutes.
Ugh.
Did he give her a hand massage?
Yes.
See?
That's how they get you, I guess, right?
Yep. You just gotta turn the tables on them is all. When they're ready
Lure
to
you
start,
in.
when they're ready to start making that pitch, you just keep saying no until they finally say, "Well, I shouldn't do this, but what I can do for you is I can give it to you for this price." And then finally, when you think you've got them right where you want them, you're like, "Fine, I'll take 5." That's what I would do.
Yeah, you've got it
And
down
then-
to a science.
And then I'd gift them to my
Peoples.
peoples for
Your
Christmas.
families.
That's right.
Your peeps.
Brian is giving you pointers, everyone, on how to shop for family for the holidays.
At the kiosk.
Yeah, wise up.
Yeah, get with the fucking program.
Get the fucking
Do you need a life coach? Brian Brink is a life coach.
It should be, I think.
Hit him up.
I don't think so.
He's
Why
wired
not?
for sound. Obviously.
Why should you not be a life coach?
I really don't care, maybe,
Oh,
about
there
people's
you go.
lives.
There
Yeah.
you go. Look at that. See? Another lesson from Mr. Brian Brink. Do not care so much about other people's lives. How about
Right,
that?
see, and this is why you'd be a great life coach. You're not talking your way out of it, Brian. You're not doing a very good job of pleading the case that you shouldn't be a life coach.
Oh, these stickers go up there.
He's in sticker mode, everybody.
Oh my goodness.
It took me a whole day to get prepared for sticker mode when I did my last Lego build.
Dude, I really detest stickers on Lego.
Me too.
Dude, back in the day, they'd print that shit right on the brick.
Stresses me out so bad.
They need to go back to doing that, because I don't like this cop-out.
So
Paint
if you
those
if
bricks,
you buy like
motherfucker.
a big Lego set like the Millennium Falcon, you have to put your own stickers on that bitch.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, you can eat all of my asshole.
Yeah.
All of it.
And
For
they're like,
$700, I gotta put stickers on this thing.
if it needs stickers, you got to put them on.
Fuck you.
Yeah, it's not pleasant, and they're like just smaller than the actual, rectangle or square that you have to put them on. So if you get any of those edges misaligned the whole way around,
shit.
it just
You're
looks
fucked.
fucked. Yeah, it looks fucked. And I know that's probably an OCD thing, and I get
No,
it.
it isn't.
No, it's
No.
not.
No. I'll tell you when it's an OCD thing. That isn't.
Thanks.
Like, I get it if it's like a fucking. I'll give you up to $100. If it's under $100 or less, okay, you got to put some fucking stickers on there, you cheap fuck.
Yeah, bastard.
But over $100 for a fucking bunch of little dumbass bricks that literally
Yeah,
cost
shit should
you
be printed.
nothing.
Right.
And you want me to fucking line this shit up and put window
it-
panes on my fucking Hogwarts build?
It's so tough too, because like I want to sit there with a pair of tweezers. I'm trying to do it with just like the tips of my fingers and line that shit up perfectly square. And
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I always use an X-Acto or the Lego tool.
Yeah, that's fair.
The Lego tool?
Yep.
Yeah, the
Now,
Lego
how
tool.
sticky is the adhesive?
Wait, stop. What Lego tool?
The fucking
The
Lego,
Lego
tool.
tool,
The,
you
the
don't-
orange thing.
That's used for decals?
I do.
He uses it, I guess.
Oh, okay. All right, Matt, sorry to interrupt you. You may continue.
It's all right. Someone hasn't said "wait, stop" to me in quite some time. Felt kind of good, Brian.
Wow.
So how what's the adhesive like?
Adhesive?
Yeah, on the back of the stickers.
I mean, they're pretty good.
It's pretty good, man. Like you
But-
don't want to have to pull it back off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, it's gonna
is
be
it
is it a what, like contact cement or something? You stick it,
No,
it's there.
I mean, it's not a forever thing, but then if you want to pull that sticker off, you're gonna get creases in whatever.
the sticker is fucked?
Yeah.
It's not completely fucked, but it's not gonna look pretty.
It's mostly fucked.
Mostly, mostly fucked.
Pretty much, Matt.
Yep. Yeah, it's a little nerve wracking. I have to be in the right mind space.
Like Zen kind of.
Yeah, you know.
Like I'm ready to do some fiddly fuck type shit.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
You better not. It better not be like a four cups of coffee before 7 a.m.
No. You don't.
day.
You don't want to be have the shakes at all doing this. You want to be able to breathe and
Bugs in your head and all that.
Yeah. See, I think that's kind of trash, man. Like I just think of that Millennium Falcon, and it's like, what is that thing? $800?
Yeah.
I paid less for my first fucking car.
I paid less for my fifth fucking car.
And
Yeah,
you didn't have to put the stickers on your car either.
No.
Yeah, right.
I had to put it on the
I mean,
license plate.
I put stickers on my car.
Yeah, for fun, but I don't know. I just think that's a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's a fun challenge. I like a challenge, so it's a fun challenge when you're in the right headspace, So
Yeah, I guess.
I can't complain too much. It's
No,
just,
I mean,
you gotta be there.
in all fucking honesty, this shit is all fucking small potatoes compared to the real world, and we all bitch about fucking Toddy Mac's head sculpt and Mythic Legions are janky and blah, 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 whatever. Take your fucking pick.
Yeah, but if we didn't have all these lovely distractions in our lives, we'd be assholes like everybody else out there.
No, and I get that, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm not gonna get it's not gonna ruin my fucking day if the newest Mythic Legion in armor that comes out is fucking janky. I'd be like, oh, janky, okay.
What if the arm breaks off?
Mm. Then you're at the mercy of their customer service.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm
Which is
glad.
good.
I'm just saying, I'm glad that I opened the one that I wanted to open first before
Yeah.
I opened one that I broke, because it kind of soured me for the rest of the night.
Didn't Matt have an issue with an arm that fell off of something?
That was
Me?
a
No,
Hot
that's
That was
that
a hot
fucking
toy.
Hot
That was
Toys
a hot
garbage.
toy. Yeah.
The armor, I fucking take her out of the box, I go to move her fucking elbow and it fucking snaps. Like, oh, neat.
That's right. A hot toy.
And then I move the other elbow and that one fucking snapped.
Matt, did you watch Mandalorian today? Don't spoil it. I know everybody else hasn't watched it yet.
I didn't watch it yet. Yeah.
Brian, I have to be honest, Sally and I watched the first 2 episodes, and to be fair, we've been pretty busy and it's not a lot of TV time.
Okay.
It's basically we fucking do all our shit, roll upstairs and fall asleep.
Crash out. Yeah.
I'm hearing somewhat good things.
Well,
from people.
no, if it's specific to today's episode, and since you're not watching it, it's fine. But I think you'd be sad about this episode, just as FYI. That's all the information I'll give you.
Okay, I mean we'll probably go back to it when at some point. just seeing Baby Yoda like in the little dome thing of the Starfighter, and they're like going through
Oh,
hyperspace,
dude.
and he's like looking around. Like I was just like, yeah, this is
Man.
fucking dumb.
Baby Yoda in this episode, dude. I cannot wait to hear your rant on that.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you should watch it just so you can give
Maybe
us your
just watch this
review.
episode,
Just-
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
All
actually,
right.
to be fair, this episode you don't really need any of the other episodes to get you up to speed. This one's pretty self-explanatory. It could be a standalone, like one shot.
There was a lot of questionable things coming out of people's mouths about last week's episode.
Oh, last
didn't-
week's.
I didn't hate it.
Well,
It
wasn't
was just-
Lizzo and Jack Black in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the funny thing. I kept, scanning all the chats and stuff and my alerts. I was like, why do people keep talking about a Lizzo? What the fuck's a Lizzo? I have no fucking idea.
It's a creature.
Yeah.
It's kind of
So
like a
it is.
Gungan and a Jawa crossed. I don't know. Like the only thing to me that would make me like really 100% get into that show again is if fucking Grogu gets fucking blasted into paste, and it just became like a hardcore fucking revenge story where like I'll set the scene. Grogu's doing his Grogu shit, flying around on his little ball. He comes into a room,
Eating
and there's
things
like
you shouldn't eat.
there's like 6 guys in there, like not just guys, but ladies, aliens, what have you, and they just blast Grogu, dead, turn him into fucking green goo, and then the Mandalorian just goes fucking unhinged. Like I want some Death Wish Charlie Bronson type shit in Star Wars. That's what it needs.
I don't know. I don't know if it needs to go that far.
I'm down. John Wick meets Star Wars. Sounds good
Yeah,
to me.
just whatever. I mean, I'm just coming to the point where Star Wars, like, I was so hyped after I watched Andor because I love that,
Yeah, that was a great show.
and then it's like, oh, Mandalorian, okay, like, all right. Hopefully, we don't see any shiny speeder bikes. No, there's shiny speeder
Oh god, that
bikes.
fucking.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
Uh-huh.
That
Keep Robert
that Boba,
Rodriguez out of Star Wars.
that Boba Fett show really, like, I was already kind of teetering, but as soon as I saw that show, I was like, oh, fuck all this.
It was pretty rough in at parts.
Hey, you guys, have you met Chan? She's the queen of understatements. Did you know that? It says it right on her driver's license.
It does. You guessed it. How'd you know?
I don't know. But I don't want you to ever change, so how's that, too?
That's great.
So it's a win-win all around for everyone involved. No, it was that, and then I wanted to love the Bad Batch.
Did you really?
I wanted to love it
I like it.
because
I
I
like
like that. I like that A-team like trope,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and I watched 3/4 of the first season. I'm like, I am out,
What, was
and
it
I
the-
had to push to get to the 3/4.
Was it the little girl?
Yes. Like, and I don't mind if they picked up this orphan and whatever, but don't make her the fucking whole focus of the show, man.
Right.
Like, I like if she's there and they like kind of babysit her and like they get into hijinks very infrequently, okay, fine. but like it's like the first season of Star Trek, the next generation, where every episode was about fucking dickhead Wesley.
Was it really?
You pretty
first
much.
season? Wait, which season
The first
First
season.
one.
was about Wesley? Really? Because I didn't think he was in the first season.
Yeah, he was.
It's
He
been a
was
long
like
time
every
since I've seen that.
every
Yeah.
episode. It
Been
was
a
like
minute.
every other episode. It's like they can't figure out what's going on, and Wesley's like, I'll fix it," and he saves the fucking day.
Oh, that kid was not my favorite friggin' Star Trek Next Generation character at all by any fucking measure.
Before I say this, my dad is still alive, so my father is still alive. But like that was the last time, that we actually sat down together and watched a television program on like a set schedule. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it had like I'm not a big Star Trek guy, like,
Yeah.
but we'd sit there and we'd watch Next Generation, and I enjoyed it, but like in hindsight.
Is that something you really would have entertained yourself with?
Probably at that point in time, yes, because there wasn't.
Okay.
We're not. People kind of forget that the paradigm has shifted from what's on television and what's at the theater. It was hard. Like nerd shit was like few and far between. Like it was kind of you kind of took the fucking plate that was put in front of you.
Right.
Like now, I have no interest in watching like Picard or any of the other fucking shows, But that first season of Next Generation, it was like Wesley saved the day. I would say half the episodes.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
I don't remember, but
I don't remember either.
I don't doubt you're right. I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, I watched it. I think maybe 4 years ago. I went on a Next Generations. Like I'm gonna sit down and watch all these, and there's always the one. Like, well, I don't think I've seen this one, type of thing.
Yeah.
But Matt, to be honest, some of my fond memories of Next Generation is the fact that I would sit down and watch it with my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched it with my parents.
It's
So,
one
like,
of the few
it-
shows that we watched together. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely like gets some points. Like, Sydney's away at school, but like for that first 2 seasons of Mando and Boba Fett, we all watch together as a family. Like Friday night is our takeout night. Like we don't eat out very much. We try to eat relatively healthy, home cooked meals and shit.
Right.
So we like Friday is the night that like we'll order a pizza or we'll order a burrito or
Yeah.
stuff like that, and like we'd sit down together as a family and watch an episode or 2 of Mandalorian or whatever. And like watching that Boba Fett with them, I was just like, this is fucking terrible. It's not good.
It was rough, man. No doubt
And it
about
looked like it was gonna be awesome.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know.
It's like, oh shit, we're gonna see some underworld shit.
Yeah, that's what I
And
was
then it
hoping
was
for.
fucking dude dancing around on a fucking bantha bike.
When I was a
It's
kid,
crazy,
it was
right?
like the opposite with us. Me and my little brother, when Star Trek, the original Star Trek was on, in the days of the TV where you had a fucking couple coat hangers on top of the thing with tinfoil on
Gravity
it.
is wrapped in foil,
You
Mike.
change
Yeah,
the channel by
yeah.
going dunk, 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 like you had
Uh-huh.
5 options.
Yep.
And when Star Trek or Battlestar Galactica came on, everybody shut the fuck up. My dad was glued to the fucking TV, and you don't make a fucking peep, or you're fucking got a handprint on the side of your head.
You could go to your fucking room,
Oh,
motherfucker.
no, we're laying on the floor just watching. It was a fucking great time. I fucking loved it.
Yeah, no, and
Yeah.
and I feel like there are things like that are just they're good because of the association with it.
Perhaps,
The product
yeah.
itself might not be good,
Yeah.
but like, I enjoyed sitting down with my dad and
Yeah.
talking about, did he fuck that green alien?
Yeah, right.
You're at least
Yeah,
sharing
you
the
did.
misery with loved ones.
Yeah, he did. But yeah,
That's crazy.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not much of a Star Trek fan, but I do have like some really fond memories of just watching it with my dad.
Fair. Yeah, I hear that.
I like the Next Generation, uh, Voyager. I liked Deep Space
Yeah.
Nine. I
See,
had
I
a hard
love
time
Deep
getting
Space
onto that.
Nine.
Did you?
I got the feeling with Deep Space Nine, like it was a totally separate, like it felt like it could have been its own thing, not even attached to Star Trek to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. It
Oh,
was
I
a
can
totally
see
different
that,
template
yeah.
of a show.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it felt
And
The aliens were similar, you know.
yeah,
it
I
had a
bought.
grit to it that like Star Wars, everything feels like it's been lived in, it's been inhabited, it's been fucking abused.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and
Yeah,
then you watch Star Trek and everything is like shiny clean.
Yeah, all
yeah.
clean. Yeah,
Except Deep
Everything's
Space
like,
Nine. Yeah,
but Deep Space Nine kind of bucked that trend. Like I bet that place fucking stinks.
right, right.
Oh, it has to.
I know.
You know, that
Yeah.
place does not smell good.
Not even remotely.
You know, and it just felt like it was lived in, and you know, and it was still in that universe, but it definitely wasn't part of that universe. You know what I mean?
No.
And that's why I loved it so much. Plus, there was more Worf.
Right, and I love
Yeah, I like
Worf.
Worf.
Yeah, Worf was
yeah.
a fucking
Worf was in Deep Space Nine?
yeah.
Wow.
Season 3 or 4.
Oh, maybe I didn't get that far.
It's pretty
I
good.
liked Kira, man. I like that jumpsuit she was in.
Of course, yeah. I mean,
You don't say, Brian.
She had
really.
sass, man. She was sassy.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I think
Do
I
you like a
could
sassy
stand
lady,
it.
Brian?
I like some sass.
Like, how much
I like
sass are we talking about? Are we talking about Lizzo levels of sass?
What's a Lizzo?
I'll be right back. You guys go ahead.
I like Dax on that one.
Yeah, Dax was good too.
Jamie Farrell, is that her name?
What was the one alien I remember came to talk to her? He's like, so those spots, do they go all the way down?
Oh,
Yeah, she
What
was
are they
the
called,
alien that only
Shiva?
lived for like 6 years, right?
Yeah,
She
then
was
she'd have
like
to go to a new body.
She was like a symbiote or something like that, right? Like a
Yeah.
host for some
Yeah,
alien.
she'd inhabit somebody's body for that time period, then move on somewhere else.
I didn't
Because
like the
Cisco
little
always called her
alien
old man.
Yeah.
I didn't like the little alien chef on that show.
The Ferengi guy?
No, not that was Deep Space Nine. No, the other dude with
Oh,
like the
Neelix?
weird mohawk.
Neelix?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was on Voyager.
yeah.
I was
wasn't-
kind of 50-50 with him. Sometimes I thought he was funny, and sometimes he thought he was a little crysack.
Yeah,
Especially when he got romantically involved with Kess was that her name? Something like that. And she was kind of starting to blow him off, and he got super jealous. Which I
Yeah,
guess if you're in space,
just
that's
thought he was just-
understandable, I suppose.
yeah. I guess. I mean, you only got 5 years to seal the deal,
Yeah.
and then she becomes Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah. No, I was out when I used to buy DVDs. I haven't bought a DVD in a long time.
JD, what you working on there?
Oh, I'm not on camera.
Yeah, there you go.
They had the first season 1, 2, and 3 of the original Star Trek for like $9. I'm like, well, fuck, you can't beat that. And I
Yeah.
put it in, started playing. Dude, I couldn't make it past the first episode. I'm like, this is fucking bad, man. This is a lot different than when I was fucking
Yeah, that's what they say,
6
man.
or 7
Sometimes
years old.
you can't beat your heroes.
I think that's what Bobby means by it doesn't hold up. Because it was pretty bad.
Well, I feel that way about the first Batman movie.
Oh,
I tried to watch it. Probably within the last 2 years, I couldn't get through it.
Come on, man.
It was too fucking
good stuff.
goofy. Too much Tim Burton.
Tim Burton's not even in it.
He's a director.
Well, you recognize the directing?
Why recognize like his
I mean,
style?
you can tell it's Tim Burton.
Dude, yeah, but Nicholson in that movie is so fucking great.
He's so good.
when he's dancing in the parade.
Yeah.
Well, that's at the end, so you did get through it.
Uh huh. Yeah.
I like to torture myself, Brian. But I like 2. I think 2 is better than 1. I think it has humor in the right spots. It's creepy as like fucking little fat man living in the fucking sewers with his fucking penguin army. When he's eating a fish.
I like the second one a lot too.
I think it's better than the first by a country mile. I'm gonna put that in the few movies that the sequel is better than the original. That's like science paper, JD.
It's got a map on it.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
That is cool. And that's just what one of your little accessories was in?
Yeah. And then, well, it's the same bag, but Indy came out of the other one.
I'm glad they're going back to the plastic bubble stuff.
Yeah.
I unwrapped the Mara Jade last weekend, and I was like, or unboxed her. You pull out the cardboard sleeve, and she's wrapped up like a mummy. I was like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah. Well, even the ones that figures I don't have that posed or out of the box, I just like to look over them. They look cool just in their box until I get to them or sell them or whatever. But if it's just a plain old box with art on it, you don't know what the fuck's inside that thing.
Yep. I'm seeing a lot of pictures guys are taking from buying shit on Amazon. One guy had, I don't know, he bought, it was a G.I. Joe, but it had a bunch of salt and pepper shakers in it.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
On Amazon?
Yep.
Well, it's funny. I was watching. Who was I watching? I think it's that Ty Deerham Hanger dude. He was unboxing those Dungeons and Dragons figures, right? And remember, like the thing, Pixel Dan, he got a Hank. He broke the arm. He returned it. He got another one. Broke the arm again.
Yep.
Well, anyway, so I was intrigued about this. So I watched the video, and I think he ordered them from Hasbro Pulse. And I think it was Pulse. Got them. They were not pre-opened, like they weren't returns or anything. They were sealed boxes, and had the wrong fucking figure inside. One of them had the wrong figure inside.
Oh, geez, from Hasbro, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I mean, that shit can happen, and it does. It even happens with when it's in plastic clear. I wouldn't blame the box on that. What concerns me about the box is these fuck dicks that buy. Not that I go on hunts or any of that shit. But like you used to see it even when it was clear plastic.
Yeah.
People would replace figures. The one that I remember best is the Croc Master, where somebody took out the crocodile and put in this like one of the fucking Dollar Tree rubber lizard looking things.
Yeah, I made a post about that. There was like 4 of them that had these little bathtub toys that just happened to be the exact same size as what was the crocodile's name? Fiona or something?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, people are going to do that, but at least with the clear window, the person buying it gets to see it.
Right.
Yeah. But if you're like buying it for, say your Uncle Tom or something, buying it for Junior, and you have no idea what the fuck a Marvel Legend is or a Joe.
Right.
And, oh, here it is right here. And then,
Grandma, you ruined my life. I wanted a
that probably
real
wouldn't
crocodile.
happen very often, but I'm sure
I'm sorry,
it has
Timmy.
happened.
I wonder how many of those swaps end up at like a place like Ollie's.
Oh, I'm sure a bunch.
Because that's what they do, you know. If
Well,
something-
no, because they buy warehouse shit like overstock. They don't buy
bulk.
stuff out of stores.
Well, I thought the way it worked was like, let's say you have 3 cases of Lando Calrissian, and you just sit and you reduce the price, and then at some point you got to just give up the ghost. I thought Ollie's would buy like lots of, you know, what didn't sell at Target, for instance.
I think that Ross and places like that do that.
Okay.
I think Ollie's buys like pallets out of warehouses that don't move.
I think they all buy pallets.
Yeah, but I mean, Ross is
Yeah.
that's usually how Ross works. If it comes out of the store, they get just, you know, like you go to GameStop, you ever see them stock? They open up those like plastic things with the teeth and they're just randomly
Yeah.
full of shit. That's how Ross gets their stuff too. It's just those plastic things with the teeth just loaded full of shit.
Or it could be like Funko Pops, where they just bury them in the desert.
What?
In the landfill.
You didn't hear that story?
No, I don't know.
I heard that story.
What clue
Yeah,
you're
man.
talking.
That's
So
some
it's-
fucked up shit.
So because Funko has taken such a huge, like, I guess Pops aren't selling like they used to, and they're in some, like, it sounds like they're in some financial trouble, to be
Well,
completely frank.
They closed portions of Mondo.
Yes.
hmm
But basically they instead of storing like, I think it was like 100,000 or something like that, like just peg warming Pops, they just buried them in the desert.
Yeah, they went to a landfill.
That's insane.
Kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
like the old ET game.
Yeah, it was going to be cheaper to throw them away than it would be to sell them and warehouse them.
Those would make good Christmas presents for kids that are not as fortunate, I think.
Dude,
Yeah.
you're
They
going to
coulda- they
get the
coulda hung on to
unfortunate
them or something.
Funko Pops? You're a
Yeah.
cruel man, Mike.
Come on.
It's better than a fucking pile
Right.
of dog shit.
Right.
I don't disagree
Well.
with Mike on this. Like, I'm on board with this, Mike. Like, this could be.
Here, kid, have a tube of toothpaste.
No, come on, man. There are some young people that would love to have something like that.
Yeah.
Something little fun.
Just something to fuck around with, you know, like something brightly colored. Like, yeah, I agree with you, Mike. Like, why couldn't you just like donate it to the fucking, you know?
Give him the Salvation Army, then he could do a tax write-off.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's
I'm sure
bizarre.
some bean counter figured out a reason why that wasn't the way to do it.
It makes no sense to me at all. It doesn't. I don't understand why more toy companies don't do that, like gifting to a charity for unfortunate children or whatever. Or
I
unfortunate.
want, you know what though, Chan? I wonder if they do.
I don't know because I in my experience, because I've worked with some of that stuff in the past. For one Christmas, I actually had the kids help volunteer at one of those places, and it's like people legitimately just buy these things. They don't get donated from toy companies or
Yeah.
Walmart or Target or anything like that. No.
I'm wondering if they. I'm wondering. Yeah. Well, you know that if any of those companies did it, you know, that's a pretty good looking head sculpt.
That's not terrible.
Oh, yeah.
If it'll
I
focus.
like it.
Focus.
Focus.
That's a little better. It's fine. It's not too bad.
But I
Yeah.
guess if one of those companies did do that, that's all you would hear about.
I mean,
You know what I mean? Like Hasbro donated $100,000 worth of fucking Beast Wars to kids with cancer.
Beast Wars.
you don't hear that kind of stuff, man. you hear that like a group of bikers went out to like Walmart, the week before Christmas and paid off everybody's layaway that had layaway there or something like that. You don't hear anything about toy companies donating free toys.
Yeah, you
Oddly
would
enough,
think
that there's motorcycle clubs up here that do that all the time, Jan.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I think it's
Yeah,
great.
it is cool.
Ew.
That's from that stuff.
What is that stuff?
Plastic epoxy
Oh, okay.
used for plumbing. Got a hole in the pipe. You jam that stuff in it.
So how long
Is
does
that-
it take for that to dry?
Oh, it'll have to sit here for a while.
Is that the
Like-
2-stage stuff, JD?
The
Yeah,
JB Weld?
It's in a single roll.
It looks a little bit like clay.
Yeah. You break off a clump, work it into wherever you need to work it
Yep.
into.
Yep. Still 2-part sort of thing. I had some steel stuff to as well. I don't know where it went though.
Yeah, Games Workshop sells a putty like that. And it's actually pretty good because you can actually, carve it.
Oh, nice.
It gets hard enough and solid enough that if you put if you want to do like a fucking pigeon head on your Space Marine or whatever, you could just rough out that shape, and then you could, once it hardened, you could go in there with either a Dremel or a small, super sharp X-Acto and kind of sculpt it up a little bit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good to know.
No time for love, Dr. Jones.
Jones.
Dr. Jones.
I want to know what happened to Short Round.
He was just in his first movie since The Goonies.
No,
No, I know
he went
that,
to the
but
Goonies.
like I want to know did him and Indy have a falling out?
Oh.
Why they don't even mention him in the third movie?
Well, supposedly the second movie took place before the first movie did.
And time.
Oh, so Temple of Doom happened before Raiders?
Raiders.
That's what I've heard.
I've heard that too, and I would like a definitive timeline.
That's fair. I don't know.
Well, I mean, think about the beginning of God damn it.
Temple of Doom?
Temple of Doom. Yeah, thank you. It's
There
like
weren't any Nazis in Temple of
It's
Doom,
like
so maybe it all
it's like
tracks.
1920s nightclub. Like prohibition shit.
Yeah, but that was like in Asia.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, but it was still like 1920s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Yeah, no, it does track. I would just like for whoever owns that company to be like, okay, this is the time. This is how they happened.
This is
Time-wise.
the time.
Yeah.
Ralphie says in the chat, guys, I have to say, I've always been afraid of doing this kind of shit. By watching this show, at least I've tried.
There you go, Ralphie. It's just practice, man.
That's right.
I'm in a hobby rut, so don't pay any attention to me.
I'm getting my head back in the game. So
Nice.
I had my little moment where my brain didn't want to work, so I'm getting out of it. I'm good. Time to start making some things.
Have you guys ever heard of the show called The Last Kingdom? It's on Netflix.
Last Kingdom.
Yeah, it's about a dude who's a Saxon and gets taken by the Vikings.
Correct. So, I really, really like this show. And when I first discovered it, it was great, watching through it all and everything. And they actually are coming out with a movie at the end of the week to wrap up the entire story. And I have been binge watching it for a couple weeks now, just going back and rewatching everything to prepare. And I have just started season 5 like on Monday. And I'm like, I don't remember this at all. And then it just happens to be that season 5 came out last year, and I was like, oh my god, I never watched season 5.
Oh.
So it's like I'm getting like super bonus new content for this show
Yeah.
unexpectedly. And I'm
Nice.
trying to think, like, it came out a year ago, season 5 did. And I was like, you know what? I wonder if I was like, I need to binge watch this like from the beginning before I watch this season, because it had been a while since the last season came out, and I guess I never got around to it. So, yeah.
What's new to you now, Brian?
Yeah,
Bonus.
dig it. It's a good show.
Ralphie then says, "You guys are so talented at what you do. I tried to custom one of my Transformers. It ended up looking like that toxic dude from RoboCop." He said, "But I'm not afraid of trying again. Thank you."
No, that's awesome, Ralphie.
Yeah, that is
my-
cool.
My first piece of advice, if I were you and you want to continue down this path, work on some shit that find something on clearance.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like
The
something that's
dollar
not
store.
super expensive that you don't really give a fuck about. And just practice technique. It's not difficult once you get into it. It's just, there's a lot of techniques and just ways to do things that work, I guess my biggest piece of advice would thin your fucking paints, man. Don't paint right out of the pot.
Yeah.
Keep your brush wet. Do
Keep
thin
it wet.
coats. Thin coats.
Wrap your whacker before you attack her.
Speaking of that, I got a question for you guys concerning black paint.
Wow.
If you're just like tooting along, just painting stupid shit, and you're using black, do you find that you have to keep adding water to it, like keep thinging out? It's like the Citadel Black. My Citadel Black is like shit just evaporates out of it as I'm watching it. I'm constantly having to add water to it.
Yeah.
Like I don't add very much. I have a thick paintbrush that I dip in the clean water, and kind of just take it and squeeze it onto the side of the little hole in this thing and get
Yeah.
water in that way, and just mix it all around. And it's like 10 minutes later, it's not dragging on the piece I'm painting as good anymore. It's like, what the hell? I
Right.
just added water to this thing.
I
Black
don't
seems to be the only one that really does it.
see. I'm gonna disagree. I haven't noticed that, Mike, but I have noticed it with white.
Oh, white's terrible, man.
The
You've
white,
got a-
I don't know what it is with the pigments in the Citadel white. They dry out super fast. They get
Yeah.
clumpy. That's
White
interesting
and the
though, but
bone
only
colors.
only with black. You're saying.
Well, there's some colors, but like the blues and the greens seem fine. The white and the skull colors, like you just said, I've got to scoop some of that shit out, put it in one of those things, and every time I put the brush on what I'm painting, and then I'm done, I got to dip it in the water, clean it off, wipe it off on the towel, dip it in the water again, then dip it in the white paint that I've already got diluted, and then keep going.
Mhm.
But if I don't do that, it seems to just chunk all up on me.
Yeah, their paints can be pretty
Chunk-a-lunk,
chunky
chunk-a-lunk.
depending.
Yeah.
I haven't
Chunk.
found a good alternative. A lot of people swear by the Vallejo stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea trying that.
It's
I mean, it's a good paint once I get it on, but it's
right.
man.
But I've always
It's just
had that
thick.
problem, and I've always thought their
Yeah.
yellows were a little. Painting yellow is tough.
Yeah. Prime with brown first, right?
That's exactly right. Yep, that's
Yeah.
what I do. If I'm painting yellow, I painted a Warhammer Knight Army with
Shut up.
knights and shit,
I
and they're
have
all their
spinning
tabards
circles-
yellow.
a circle spinning over here.
You have circles spinning?
Yeah,
What's
if I
the
just
matter?
do like a regular white or gray primer, gray is what I use mostly, and
Yep.
I paint yellow, it's like fucking 20 coats and it still
Mhm.
looks like the same coat the first one I applied. It's like, how come this stuff isn't building
You
up?
working?
A little bit.
JD's gone, man.
And it's streaky. Uh-oh, did they lose internet?
Yeah, what happened to them?
Because Chan's just like, she's not moving.
Yeah, she's frozen.
Frozen.
We're going to have to start calling her Bobby Drake.
What happened? They were talking about spin in circles, and then they
Yeah, and
disappeared.
they both dropped out, so that maybe they lost power.
They'll be back.
Or was oh, I
Maybe
heard
one
a
of the
boop.
dogs came downstairs for a visit.
Here we go.
I'm back.
There
There
they
are
are.
two Chans.
Give us a second. We ran into some technical difficulties. I see that it looks like I'm asleep somewhere.
That's what I figured, because you guys both fell out kind of at the same time.
Yeah, it happens.
There he is. Okay. Oh, it's Brian.
There's been some internet funniness the last couple days around here.
Ah,
It's frozen again.
Yours is frozen again? Yeah, it's a little.
We're good?
yeah,
It's coming back. You're a little
yeah, you
pixel.
seem all right.
It's a
Let it
little
catch up.
pixel. Yeah, let it catch up. Give it a second.
Cool.
These things don't work at lightning speed, you know.
They're supposed to.
Do you remember how the internet was when we were younger?
Oh, geez.
No,
Yeah,
we didn't have the internet.
Big.
it took 4 hours to see a titty.
Yep.
You're trying to download pictures from an email and it takes all day.
Yeah.
Doom.
What about chat rooms on AOL?
Oh man, that shit was crazy.
I was in the Google chat or the Yahoo chat, but I never. That was the only chat. That was fucking dumb enough for me. I'd fucking quit that pretty quickly.
Yeah,
I was into it for a good couple of months, and then I was like, this is fucking lame as shit.
Same.
Yeah, it is.
It was kind of funny to me, and then I just thought it was stupid. So
Yeah.
That was kind of like
too
my
busy being
introduction
drunk.
to real life drama bullshit. Like,
Oh, really?
What the fuck do people want to hang around for this fucking train wreck? Fuck this.
yeah.
I am Mike
pretty
out.
I mean, even today, social media is a very small part of my day to day.
Yeah, man, it's a fucking. I think if it wasn't for the realm and like some of the other fucking groups I belong to, I'd just fucking turn it off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it. If it wasn't for the people, I could give a fuck.
You know, and then these people like like I don't have Twitter. I have a Facebook and I have an Instagram. That's it.
Yeah.
I was on Twitter for a little bit and I was like, this is a fucking dumpster fire. I'm fucking out.
It is terrible.
I never tried Twitter and Instagram. I go on very rarely. I can barely Facebook.
Well, I mean, Instagram's nice because it's not a lot of drama. It's just a picture-based thing.
Yeah. It's all the same shit, though. I mean, it's for me
It's
anyway.
owned by Facebook.
It's hard to keep up with Facebook and that, and I don't like
Indeed.
how the navigation is on Instagram.
Yeah.
Ralphie says he met countless chicks on AOL chat rooms. He was a playa online, LOL.
Yup, that's right.
Oh, no.
You want to take this to a private room?
My first experience was with Prodigy. Do you guys ever hear of that?
yeah.
It was before AOL days, and I remember my stepfather. You know, he was the techie guy, and you know, he got me a modem for Christmas. It was a 14.4 baud modem. Do you remember that before 56K and all that stuff?
Mhm.
And
It's been a long time, but I do recall it a
Yeah.
little bit.
I remember we got it installed in my dad's PC. My dad had a PC that work gave him, so he could work from home sometimes,
Nice.
or do work from home. I don't know. He worked on whatever. But he's like, okay, Brian, click the button, and then you're gonna make it make some noise, and it's probably going to disconnect our phone call, and boop, he's gone. Because remember that when you dial up, you
Yeah.
didn't have a
Hung
special
the
line. If
phone
someone
up.
picked up the phone, it hung up the connection.
Yeah.
And then I just started putzing around on there. It's like they had like an online encyclopedia, and I can't remember what games maybe, but I remember there's these things called chat rooms. I was like, oh, what's this? And you type something in there, you say hi, and someone says hi back. I was like, what is this? What's going on? What's this? It's weird.
I'm connected.
It's pretty crazy. I remember when all that stuff started.
Yeah.
I had a lot of friends that were wrapped up in the computer world, and I just kind of watched from the sidelines, but loved it nonetheless. That was awesome.
No, I mean,
I was
I
just
get it.
getting
It's
out of the
fun.
Navy when all that shit was happening.
Did you guys know any like hardcore World of War that people that you saw got sucked into World of Warcraft?
I know a few. Yeah.
My brother did.
Yeah,
Did
there's
he?
some
It
people
almost
at
fucked
work.
his marriage up.
There was another
Other things
game,
fucked
though,
his marriage up. But
too. But I think it was before WoW.
EverQuest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
EverQuest.
think that's it. Yeah. People at work would talk about it a lot.
Yeah, I remember after it was out for a while, it was either like 60 Minutes or 2020. Like they're like the addictive nature of online gaming or
Online
whatever. And
gaming.
it'd be like some dude. He's like, oh, he's got a wife and 2 kids, but he's also an elf.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it would just be like, oh, he comes home from work, has dinner with the family for like half an hour, 45 minutes, and then is on his computer from like 7 at night till 3 in the morning. And they're like, Bob has to be up for work at 5.
What was
What
the
the fuck?
what was that show?
With the redhead.
Yeah. What was that show? What was that called?
I can't remember now.
A
She
show about
didn't-
what?
Didn't she play that game, EverQuest?
It was, yeah, it was supposed to be like one of those sorts of games.
It was a show,
Mm-hmm.
like Blossom.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Was it Boy Meets World?
Nope.
No.
No, this was like kind of more recent. Maybe in like the last 10 years.
The Guild.
The Guild. Yeah.
The Guild.
That's pretty funny.
It's a pretty good show. Yeah.
Yeah, I started watching that one. I don't know why because Sally hated it.
Oh,
And like we watch TV together. Like we don't watch a whole lot of television. So pretty much it's the end of the day when we're in bed. Typically, so like a lot of times it's like one of us will fall asleep. And I've been watching that Wednesday show. I enjoy that, even
Yeah,
though
that's
that's
good.
another Tim Burton product.
Yeah, that show's fun, man.
I like it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I dig it.
It's not going to change your fucking life, but it's like, wow, this is actually kind of well written, and
Why do you hate Tim Burton so much?
The characters
he
are
sucks.
charming.
No.
he sucks.
Why do you say that? Do you roll with a lot of people that also don't like him? And you got
No,
like a
everybody
groupthink
seems to
going?
love him. I'm the odd man out, as usual.
I don't know him as a person. I just enjoy his films.
Yeah, like I don't know anything. I know he was married to my crush, Helena Bonham Carter, and he fucked
mean-
that up.
She's dreamy, right?
Oh, she's fucking amazing.
I feel like as a person I wouldn't like him, but as a movie making person, I think he does a very good job.
I don't like his whole aesthetic. I don't like how he uses the same characters over and over and over again. One movie of his that I did like was Sleepy Hollow. That's the only one I really
Yeah.
like.
I like that one.
That is a
The
good
rest
one,
of them, I'm kind of on the scale of to
Oh,
oh my god, this is dog shit.
How did he screw up with your girl there?
Helena Bonham? I don't know. I really don't know.
Then
He
why'd
banged
you
the
say-
babysitter.
I was
Did
gonna
he
say,
really?
Why'd
Yeah.
you say you fucked it up?
Yeah.
Why did I say he fucked it up? Because I assumed he fucked it up. Because
Oh.
I imagine he's
He did.
the most pretentious goth dude.
Good night, Paul.
You know what I mean? I
Night,
just
Paul.
Paul
Night,
can't
Paul.
stomach
Bye,
all
Paul.
this Tim Burton hate. Good night, Paul.
Well, what do you love about Tim Burton, Brian?
I don't know. I don't love him.
This
I
is
just
Okay.
don't hate him.
this is why I don't like Tom Cruise. So I understand, but I can still appreciate his films. I just don't like
I
him.
mean, I
His
tried to
face.
watch that Willy Wonka movie he did.
That was hilarious.
That was
That's
Johnny
I
Depp,
like
not,
that.
Tom, not Tom
Unwatchable.
Cruise.
I like that movie. I like both of Willy Wonkas.
I preferred Gene Wilder as Wonka. Like, not gonna
Yeah,
lie, that's
me too.
in my heart forever. Like, I carry that with me. But it was funny. There was a darkness to it that was kind of creepy, which you sort of expect from Tim Burton. But it was that whole like fisheye lens thing. It was, I don't know. It was
Yeah.
It was just
pretty
it was too much. It was too Tim Burton for me. You know, and I don't like the Danny Elfman music.
funny. No.
No, it's not for me, man.
I like
Man,
the
you got
Oompa Loompa
issues.
skits too. Those are really good, I thought.
Ugh.
What is
Dude.
it? What's really good?
The Oompa Loompa skits.
Oh, yeah.
I just like that story a lot. I can easily look through anything else. I just like the story.
I was
Yeah,
in
I get it.
What about Edward Scissorhands? What's wrong with that?
It's just dumb.
I've
Come
never seen that
on.
one.
Come on, that's like cinematography, and that is amazing. It's beautiful.
I think it's
beautiful.
dumb. Like, I don't give a fuck about Little Scissor Man.
Maybe it thinks you're dumb.
Good. We don't have to hang out. These dumbass scissor hands. It like, and then like when he's cutting the hair and he's making all these weird. It's too much. It's just too much for me. It's too much.
It's so funny.
It's just too much.
And what about Beetlejuice? Seriously? Come on.
I don't love Beetlejuice.
You want to hear something crazy?
Yes.
I've never seen Beetlejuice.
Ah!
It's all right,
Actually, I
Brian.
shouldn't be surprised because there's a lot of classic stuff that Brian has not seen. We need like a week with Brian and movies that he has not seen.
What about Big Fish? Did you see that? That's an amazing movie.
That is a good. I'll give you that. That's a
That's-
good movie, but that's not very Tim Burton.
That's in my top 10.
That's a fucking heartbreaking movie.
It's beautiful. It's
Yeah,
absolutely
I'll-
beautiful.
I will give you that. So there are two Tim Burton movies that I really like.
You don't like his Batman films?
I'm okay with the second one. I can't stand the first one.
Really?
Nope, I hate it.
Wow.
It's too fucking goofy. Like when when he's dancing around on the fucking float and he's doing the bat dance and like all that. I'm just all set.
He's not doing the Batman.
And he pulls that giant gun out of his pants. I'm just like, come on.
Yes,
It's
That
so
was the
phenomenal.
Joker.
dude.
It's so good.
Matt, come on.
Not for me, man. Like, I don't get me wrong. When that shit first came out, I loved it. I thought it was amazing. The height of filmmaking. Now I'm just like, ugh.
I love it.
Like, I know
Love it.
people are all excited for the fucking Keaton and Flash, whatever. Like, I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope it's good.
That's fair.
That's not gonna be good.
I feel that way about some things, so I understand that.
No, it's not like I'm not losing sleep over it. Like, I just, I hear like, a fucking Keaton Batman figure comes out and people are fucking, losing their goddamn mind. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't get it, but neat.
Because Matt, we haven't gotten one yet. We haven't gotten a good one. You got
Okay.
NECA. The Figure Arts one sucks.
Didn't Hot Toys do one?
Yeah, but that's not proper scale.
I got a question for you guys.
Sure.
So, as you guys are talking about the different Batmans and all this stuff, I'm wondering how many individual Batman figures there are in existence from different companies, different waves, different movies, all of that. And then I was like, I wonder what character has that biggest number attached to him, like Superman or Batman. I'm thinking
Iron
Batman's
Man.
probably
I would
definitely
say
Iron Man.
I would say
Yeah.
Spider-Man would be probably the
Spider-Man.
closest.
Yeah, there's a lot of Spider-Mans, that's for damn sure.
And I mean, there were a lot of Spider-Mans back in the day,
I mean, thanks to Toddy Mac, there's a lot of Batman figures.
Oh yeah, plus a bunch of
Yeah.
crazy weird shit from
Yeah,
stories I've never even heard of. But
that's true.
Right,
too.
and then back in the day, it would be the different style there'd be Arctic Batman, and
yeah,
Hazmat
it would be
Batman.
Batman like Jungle Batman,
yeah.
Club Med Batman.
I thought Optimus Prime would be up there too, but I think there's more Batmans than Primes.
Yeah.
But there's a
I
lot
don't
of Primes
know.
out there too. Just ask Brian.
Because there's also like the weird ones where like Batman goes back in time and is a samurai, and the one wasn't there one with where he went back in time, like the Gaslight one, the one in
Gotham by
England?
Gaslight.
Yeah,
Which is
That's
all
actually a really good
steampunk.
story. He doesn't go back in time. It's just Batman set in
Yeah,
Yeah, I liked it.
steampunk Victorian England.
yeah.
yeah.
I can't wait for that Batman to come out.
But how many
That's
characters do you think of that like have that kind of range? as
Yeah.
far
Maybe
as far
Ninja
as that shit goes.
Turtles.
Ninja, that's fair. That's totally
Yeah, the
fair.
Turtles got a lot. That's a good one.
Yeah,
I still think Batman beats him hands down, though.
It's a
Yeah,
lot.
probably.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I think
Batman.
Spider-Man is maybe number 2.
You think? And Iron Man has to come in third.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
There's so
Iron
many-
Man.
Well, he's got so many different suits.
Every
Yeah.
Marvel Legends wave always has an Iron Man as one
Yeah,
of the
but-
figures.
I mean, are we
Everyone.
talking about all time, or are we
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
just in our?
Yeah,
I would say, if we're talking all time, I would agree, JD, if you said in the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're definitely on the mark there. But, if you really think about before the Iron Man movie, like, Iron Man was like a fucking C-level character at best.
That's fair.
In the 80s, like, you would get an Iron Man, but you'd have 15 Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
I think he's on pace at this point to be, I think he would definitely be in the top 10 of that list.
These stickers are a pain in the ass.
I seriously think that I would like to find that out. I'm very curious now.
Yeah, I think about stupid shit like that every once in a while.
That's not stupid shit. That's not stupid shit.
Just interesting, weird facts.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, I mean it's definitely something kind of interesting to think about. You know, I would say Batman is got to be number one.
Batman and Spider-Man, lots of them.
Batman, Spider-Man, Ninja Turtles, Prime.
Nah, Prime's not even in the running at all.
You
You
don't
don't
Really?
think so?
You
Nope.
don't
There's a
think?
lot of different primes.
I would say he's probably 10th on the list.
Yeah,
Or
maybe.
more.
Wow.
I'd be hard pressed to say who's above him, but I don't know. I mean, compared to, if you think about it, like all that kitty shit that gets made.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Like Barbie. Oh man, I
Yeah.
bet that's a big one. That's
Yeah.
probably that's got to be top.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
if
big
you're
time.
talking about a character that multiple versions, yeah, Barbie would probably be number one.
That's fair.
Because I mean, they
What about like Elmo and Big Bird
Mm.
and stuff like that?
yeah, I think you'd have to caveat that whole discussion with comic book or movie related shit.
Does it really matter though?
No, it
Because-
really doesn't.
Because seriously, like Barbie even has had content. There were TV shows and stuff. She has
Yeah.
media.
You got a
So-
movie coming out.
There's a movie
Right,
coming out.
right.
No, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head there, Jan. I think Barbie would probably be number one.
I mean, if you're thinking of a character and then having all these iterations and that kind of thing, I definitely think she's got to be up there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about the old Toys R Us days,
Yeah,
I remember there was just an aisle of Barbie shit.
Yep.
totally.
It's still like that too.
Yeah, Walmart and shit.
Yeah, man, the
show
girl
me that
aisle's
stuff.
fucking stacked. It's fucking
all the
bullshit.
time. Yep.
Yeah.
Brian,
That's
why do we have
bullshit.
to gender toys? Can I not give my son an easy bake oven?
I mean, you can if that's what he really wants.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. If I got an easy bake oven as a little kid, and I do like to cook now as an adult, but I'd probably put bugs in there and like make my brother eat them.
I'd really
Like
light it on
fucking
fire.
earwigs and shit. Candy. You ate a bug, haha.
Yeah, we used to do
My
shit like
favorite
that.
toy when
We
I
were
was a
girls.
kid, when I could reach it, was my dad's bench vise. So I take my
A
brother's
bench vise?
put him in there and start fucking cranking.
I loved putting stuff in
Just
the vice.
destroying shit.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Putting stuff in the vice is the fucking awesome.
Like, hey, what
That was
toy don't you
awesome.
want anymore? Let's go find something to crush in this
Yup.
thing.
Yep.
Dude.
That was
Yeah.
fucking wonderful.
That shit
Oh,
was
it's
fun
fucking
to play
entertainment for hours there.
with. Yeah.
Did you ever put like a piece? I used to put a piece of fruit in my dad's vice once, an apple.
No way. I can't say I ever did
No.
anything you could eat.
Dude, am I failing life? Like, there's 3 people now that on this show just talked about their dad having a vice on a bench.
Mhm.
And I have reached a certain age in my life where I am now, and I don't have a vice bolted down to a bench. And now I feel like I'm missing something in my life.
No, Brian. I'll tell you what it is. I'll take you to school.
All right.
I'm at the right level of science where I can explain. Back in the day, people fixed their own shit. You know what I mean? Like you would, instead of bringing your lawnmower blade out to get sharpened, you just sharpened it with a file. The products were more conducive to people just fixing them. So it necessitated you having a vise to hold shit to perfect example, sharpen the lawnmower blade with a file. There was a
Yeah.
reason for it. Now, like, what are you going to put in I've thought about the same thing, and we have a pretty extensive we do a lot of our own home repairs and renovations, but it's like, what am I going to use a vise for?
Right.
I still
Maybe-
use. I have 3 bench vices. Only
Well,
one of
you're a
them's
different
mounted.
cat, Mike.
I sharpen chainsaw blades, lawnmower blades. There's
Yeah, and I
all
mean,
old Nana shit.
I wish I had a vise when I have to sharpen a saw, but all I have is like a little stump vise.
Yeah.
It's
Well, what you
not,
say,
but it's
too,
not the
is very-
same.
What you say is the shit that people they make now. I mean, it's just throwaway stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna
Like-
say now people just buy a whole new chainsaw.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
or just buy a new chain.
yeah,
Yeah.
believe me, some of the
No,
fucking
but-
guys I work with, like, you call yourself a fucking arborist and you don't know how to sharpen a chainsaw? Fuck out of here. Yeah, but I just think things are made cheaply. They're also purposely made, so like,
They have to be replaced.
yeah, and they're not easy. Like, look at cars.
Mm-hmm.
Like back in the day, you could pretty much do anything to your car with a fucking socket set and a screwdriver. Now it's like you
and
need
a
all special
junkyard
tools.
nearby. And all you had to
Yeah.
do was go to a junkyard. You could get anything you needed for your car, and it wasn't
Yeah.
like it was bad stuff either.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah.
all fine. Everything was interchangeable, and there wasn't all these special fucking everything. Oh,
Yeah.
they weren't loaded with computers,
Yep.
No.
so I wouldn't feel bad. I don't own a Vice, Brian. So I wouldn't feel bad like you're somehow a failure. What would you do with a Vice, Brian?
I don't know. I'd
Smash
use it
fruit.
when it's time to collect money from people who owe.
Oh, you put their head in it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Goodfellas. Oh no, Casino. That's what that was.
Casino.
Yeah.
I got your head in a vice, motherfucker.
I think it's a fun thing to own. You never know. You can probably find all kinds of uses for a vice.
Yeah, I bet it's one of those things. We might actually have one in a box, and I just haven't mounted it to the bench. But it's one of those things you're like, do I really need this? And then I feel like a vice is a thing that if you don't have it, you don't miss it. But then when you do have it, you're like, oh, all right, thank you, Mr. Vice.
Yeah, it's like 90% of your tools. I mean, they're there for when you need them, and then when you need them, they're like, all right, cool. I got more tools than I'll ever fucking use in my lifetime. But just you never know. It's like all the boxes of screws and fasteners and shit too. I used to hoard that like nobody's business, and I had to okay, we need to get this under control because I'm not going to
How
use
many-
these
how many
6-inch galvanized
3/8
lag
washers do I
screws for
need?
anything. Yeah,
Right.
so I got to kind of tone it down a bit.
You got to find projects for the parts. That's what it is.
Was your wife like, are we opening a hardware store?
No, she likes that we have all that stuff, ironically. But Brian, too, what you say is every time I start a new project, I'm like, oh yeah, I got those. Well, I better just go ahead and buy some brand new ones anyway, and then I've got those extra ones when I'm done too. So I'm stupid like that.
You gotta keep your
And it
inventory
never
up.
fails when you throw out that jar of screws.
Yeah,
Then you're like, the next day, you're like, fuck.
I needed them.
could have used those.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I have a hard time throwing things like that away.
Yeah, but at some point, it's like when does it just become a mountain?
When is enough enough?
Yeah, and when when are you just like, fuck? Like, I can't even get out of my own way.
Yep.
Yeah, Sally's infamous for that. And there have been a couple of times where I've thrown shit away on the sly. I'm like thinking I'm slick, and like 2 days later, she's like, "Where's my blah blah blah?" I'm like, fuck.
That's how it always works. That's how it always works. My kids used to do that because it gets to a point, as they grow and age and things get destroyed in a toy box, you have to go in there and like dig out all the broken crayons and all the chunks of toys that'll never be put back together and
Yeah.
all kinds of shit like that. And then you get it all gathered up, you throw it away, and the day after trash day, they're like, hey,
where's my stuff?
what happened to all the stuff in the bottom of the toy box? I was looking for such and such's head. And I'm like, I don't, fuck.
My dad
Hey,
was
Willie.
extremely strict with that stuff when we were kids. He had an outside toolbox or an outside toy box for outside toys and an inside one in our room. And he said, this shit needs to be, if it's not in the safe zone, that's what he called it. Because your toys are not in the safe zone, at the end of the day, when you go, they're going right into the fucking garbage. And he wasn't kidding. I mean,
Wow.
where's my those little green army men, the little, they're molded. Sometimes they come with a little tank or something.
Mm-hmm.
He came in there and stepped on one of those, fucking scooped all of them up, threw right in the garbage right in front of me. I'm like,
That was,
you want to keep that? It sucked, but
yeah.
I get a little bit of a whimper, and then if I carried on to that shit too long, he's like, "Hey, you want something to cry about?
Yeah,
you just keep that shit up." And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, it's time to be quiet and cut your losses.
That's
Right.
Yep. Went through that. I know that one. Yep. I was 5. I left my Barbies out in the living room. I was not allowed to do that. When I was done playing, they had to be put away right away. I could not walk away from any toys that were in the living room.
Legos too. Those are.
You can't step on that shit. You can't step on that shit. They do not belong on the floor.
No. I get it now as an adult who, if I even see a Lego on the floor, my foot starts hurting.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh-huh. But hey, I mean, like, sprinkle them under your windows if you're really worried about an intruder.
Yeah.
Play Home Alone for a second. You'll find out.
Marv, I'm going in.
Yeah, but what burglar is breaking into a house with no shoes on?
It's true, but we do have hardwood floors, and it would make them fall probably.
Yeah,
if
I'd
there
make
were
a
enough
racket
Lego.
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
But we also live in an old house, so
Yeah.
the house itself makes a lot of fucking noise. So
Yeah, but you can't walk through this house without making
alerting
noise. Like
something.
it's like creaky wood floors and wood stairs.
And do you
I
guys
don't
know
think
the
that's
creaks
necessarily a bad thing.
I know a good many of them. Yeah.
where it's like, oh, Fen must be on the 3rd floor in the study room.
I can hear Elijah coming up and down the stairs, even though he's very stealthy for a person his size.
and that's just because he skips like 4 steps at a time.
Oh, he just takes them all at one.
Yeah.
He like gallops up the stairs like.
He's a pretty tall guy.
Yeah.
He's got some height on him, yeah.
Who are you working on, JD?
Oh, just all kinds of shit.
What are you working on right now?
Right now, I'm painting this G.I. Joe figure. Getting first coats on it.
What did you do so far?
Painted his shirt blue. And
wrist guards.
I took the tattoo off his arm.
Oh wow.
With some handy dandy acetone.
Yeah, I need to get some of that. I need to get the shell shading off this morph.
Did you open that mythic, Matt?
I did. So I opened the bird guy. It's a pretty good. I like this figure. I find the joints are really tight and they make me a little nervous.
Oh, considering.
They kind of are brand new.
You might have to put it in a hot water bath.
Yeah. I mean, the figure is good. The sculpt is good. It came with a gang of hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
So,
they're doing that now.
3 sets of hands. Comes with a little crossbow. You know what else I don't like about the Mythic Legion stuff? The fucking shoulder pads.
Oh?
They never stay in place.
Mm-mm.
Oh, the peg slips out.
Yeah, the peg. they're just
The
like
tight
a
peg,
little
man.
too small. So half of my mythic figures don't have those on.
Sometimes I only put one on.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
me
one?
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
If I'm like armor on one side plus the shield, I'll have the pauldron on that arm, and then the sword will be on the other arm.
Yeah.
But if you have about two on, and they're the really big pauldrons, it's kind of like, here I am, little
yeah, they're like
Randy from A Christmas Story. I can't move my arms.
I
Yeah,
can't
Yeah,
put
right?
my arms
they
down.
look like they have a
Yeah.
football helmet on each of their shoulders. Like,
Yeah.
I think my Vorthog is the only one who stay on.
And then also, like, if you want to use one of the straps to put the weapon on their back, then if they have the pauldrons on, then sometimes it really makes it look goofy.
yeah.
Kind of one or the other in that case.
I think I'm gonna open Stratos. I'm done
Stratos?
stickering for tonight. That's enough of that, man.
Can be stressful, Brian. Good to call it.
I'm not real impressed with the bird, though.
Yeah, those birds suck.
I thought the bird was going to be a lot cooler than it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's
kinda-
is it small or is it just there's
It's
like
just
it
doesn't move.
oh
It
Doesn't do
and I'm not. I wasn't like the head doesn't even move. Like
so it's kind of like one of those animals that you buy at like Michael's or whatever in the bins.
Yep.
yeah, it's just static.
Hmm.
I mean, the
thought
paint
they
is
would've
nice
had
on it. The paint is real good.
Is
But
the
like
sculpt is the sculpt all right?
Not real. I mean, I don't know if you guys.
There you go.
So like, if you look around the neck, like that's a pretty bad joint, man.
And you can't move his head?
You can't move his head. No. So why is it so? Why wouldn't you just cast this in one piece?
There was somebody I seen making an owl
I don't
head for
know.
that thing. I bet the head does move. It might just
Yeah,
be really
maybe it's
tight.
two pieces so they
Oh,
can
yeah,
make
it does.
different heads.
It does move. But if you move it past, like if you move it past, now he's
Oh,
got
yeah,
like this big fucking beard.
Yeah,
So he can only really sit at 90.
Or it breaks the sculpt.
Yeah, or it doesn't look right.
Well, maybe it's not for moving; it's for swapping.
What kind
Like-
of? Oh, put like an owl head on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's got hawk wings, Brian.
Well, maybe it could be an eagle or a condor or
An owl hawk.
An owl hawk?
That's right.
Yep.
Those are definitely. That's hawk wings, Brian. That's not owl wings.
Well,
on,
what
man.
if it could be a different bird? It doesn't have to be an owl. You're the one that proposed owl. I didn't say owl.
No, but it's got hawk. If it's anything other than a
Proposed.
hawk, it's not going to look right.
Well, what other kind of birds are there?
Pigeons,
Parakeets.
pelicans.
Flamingo.
Flamingo.
Well, there's other
Flamingo?
birds. There's other
Kiwi?
birds of prey, right? There's
Eagles.
Eagles.
Vultures.
Vultures. What about
Turkey vulture.
peregrines?
Yeah.
That's a hawk.
That's a
Oh,
falcon.
okay.
Is an egret? Is that a falcon?
It might
Get your
be.
face off there.
They kicked me out of the Audubon Society, so I'm not.
Did you drive too slow?
No, that's not in it.
No, I said giraffes should be made extinct. I don't like giraffes at all.
Osprey. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, osprey is
How come you don't like giraffes?
They're fucking gross, man.
What?
I think they got
With
really
their
cool
big long
feathers
ass
on them.
neck. You ever seen a giraffe run? That doesn't. There's some fucking
Did
wrong
you ever,
there.
Bobbing
did you ever
around.
see them do like the mating fights? Did you ever see
Ugh.
them fight each other? That shit's awesome.
And they
I've never
got
seen
like
that.
a 9-foot tongue. They got like
It's
this big
hilarious,
creepy
dude.
ass tongue.
It's so funny.
No,
Yeah.
Oh,
if I saw a giraffe, I'd shoot it.
That's terrible. And you're just saying that to say
No,
it.
I'm not saying that. Just on
Yeah,
principle.
you are.
Like if I came out of my house in the
Call
morning
bullshit, man.
and I saw a fucking giraffe just chilling in my front yard, I'd go back in the house, get my gun, and shoot it.
No.
No, you'd be
Yeah,
out
I
there.
would.
that, of course, is pretty likely to happen
You'd
anyway.
be out there.
It is
Stick your tongue
totally
out.
likely. You never know. Fucking giraffes creeping
Hey,
around.
Matt, I heard you got a fucking beef with me. Guess what?
Guess what, giraffe? Catch this fucking 9mm.
Not gonna happen. You're so hilarious.
Shoot him right in
This
his neck.
glory hole you don't want to be go putting nothing in.
Would a
Yeah.
9mm take out a giraffe?
I don't know.
It depends where you hit it.
Doubt it. You'd probably
If you
scare
ask
it
Joe
away.
Biden, 9mm blows the lungs out of things.
What?
I mean, you could. I think. Yeah. I would think. I think you could kill a giraffe with a 9mm.
I don't want to know.
If you
Just
ask
shoot
him
him
to
in his
hold
fucking
still
neck.
and put it inside his ear and fucking shoot his brain a couple times, he'd probably kill
Yeah,
him.
as long as you didn't shoot his little horns off his head. You'd want to hit him center mass, I would say.
9
Well, you know,
millimeters, like a
with their-
glorified
Terrible.
with their janky necks and shit, like
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to-
Janky. Back to
You would-
janky. ladies
I don't
and
think that they would
gentlemen.
hold still enough long
That's
enough
why
for you
Matt
to,
doesn't
to
like
do
them,
it.
because they got janky necks.
They do have janky necks.
Come on.
They make ramen
Wow.
toys look like quality products.
Wrong.
Whatever.
They make those cars, don't they? Is that what?
You know what? You know what
Yeah.
ramen toy makes? A bunch of bullshit.
There we go.
I should.
Here we go, Chanson.
I say that when I'm on a roller coaster too, just so you know.
Here we go.
Sometimes I have dreams about giraffes dying in
You
terrible,
do not stop.
terrible ways.
You're so full of shit, dude.
Like a giraffe is in an elevator shaft.
I'm calling you out, man. No.
Not like every night,
Right.
but I have had dreams where it's just a montage of giraffes eating shit.
Right.
Giraffe Slayer.
I hated him as a little kid too. Fucking stupid ass giraffe. I used to watch Wild Wild Kingdom on Channel 2. That was the show I watched before I had to go to bed as a little kid. It probably was over at like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Mhm.
And it was like from the 70s. And it was
What's
like,
up?
Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
yeah.
Yeah, I watched that too. I like that.
And I just remember like their Africa episode, and they're like, here's the giraffe. I'm like, fuck this thing. Show me some sort of leopard. This fucking giraffe is fucking for the birds, man.
Matt, check this out. I think you'll like this. The Stratos figure
Yeah.
comes with this head.
Oh, the
It's
old man
your
orc head,
it's
right?
your orc. Wait, I put you in
Oh,
the big
yep.
window. Here we go. It's your orc guy, but he's
Oh,
gray
wow.
with a
Oh, that's kind of cool.
fleshy face. Yeah.
That's cool.
I use I like the non-helmeted Vorthog.
Yes,
Better than that.
I do too. I think he hasn't been toted yet. He's around here somewhere.
Stratos was all right. Mechaneck was a fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
I like
Oh,
that.
look at me. I can stretch out my neck like a giraffe.
See, you're
Oh,
back
well,
to
that's
the
why you
giraffe.
Obviously, that's why I hate him. So it's long necks is a motif of your hatred.
I don't like it. It's gotta be proportional.
These go on the side of his head.
Shocky
All right,
review. Shocky reviews is in here and just said, "Yo, just popping in to say what up before bed because I haven't heard Matt's voice in a while."
Ah, fair enough.
Aw.
Yeah.
I bid you peace, Shoki.
Unless you like giraffes.
We should.
I hope
Probably.
not. He's from Texas. He definitely don't like giraffes.
We don't take.
What about
any-
armadillos?
Do I like armadillos?
Yeah.
Aardvark.
I don't. Pretty much my unmitigated hatred in the animal kingdom comes down to giraffes and dolphins.
Aardvark.
Dolphins. Oh, poor
What?
Joe.
Not Uncle Dolphin, but I don't like dolphins. They're pieces of shit.
Are you crazy?
No, I'm not. Well,
Well,
Why
since
don't you like
asked,
dolphins?
because they're fucking sea rapists.
Rapists.
Rapist.
Yes.
Oh my.
I think that's called nature.
No, dolphins will try to fuck anything.
Yeah, that's what old fucking so did Pomeranians and little other small dogs.
So do most
They
men.
didn't even have to go to the ocean for that shit.
No, man. They will rape things to death. To death.
I never heard
They're
that
like
one.
they're like what was that Saturday Night Live skit with the with Will Ferrell and the other guy, and they'd be at the club and they
What
would
is
be-
love?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're like
Right, the rock
dolphins
string.
are like those guys of the sea.
Yes. Until you
Never.
die, Brian.
Oh.
If I'm lost in the water, in the ocean, I would rather see sharks circling me than dolphins.
What?
I would rather get eaten by sharks than be fucking around with no sea rapists.
Oh. You
They're
do know
gonna
that,
rape you to
dolphins
death and
have-
you're gonna drown in the ocean.
You know that dolphins have literally saved humans' lives, right? Like you do.
Yeah, because they were trying to get in them pants.
So long. Thanks for all the fish.
I don't believe that, Chan. I think that's fucking dolphin
that's-
hype.
Dolphin propaganda.
Yeah, dolphin fucking propaganda. So like if you're in the ocean and you're fucking, your boat just capsized and you're like, oh great, I'm gonna get saved by a dolphin, and then you get killed because you got a size 13 poop shoe because there was so much dolphin dong in there.
That's crazy. That's
Wow.
nuts.
I'm telling you, look it up.
You feel very serious about this. I understand. It's okay.
Look it up. And then there was the lady. I forget what the name of the experiment was, but it was in the 70s, and you can look this up too, where she was like this college student, and this guy basically built this house so he was trying to talk to dolphins.
Right.
And so they would do different tasks with the dolphin. Well, the dolphin was a young male. And the lady started jerking the dolphin off and doing other things to the dolphin
What?
to like get it to behave. I'm not even kidding. This is real.
This sounds like animal abuse to me. Come
Yeah, I
on.
don't-
It was
Yeah.
the 70s. It was a different time.
Oh,
People-
was it though?
People were doing too much science.
They were
Yeah,
doing
people-
a lot
That's
of
some
science.
strange science there.
Yeah, science that I want no part of.
It's a different type of science.
Yeah, it's a totally different type of science. The
Weird
type of science I'm not into.
I'm afraid to even search for that just to check it out because then,
I'm
I don't
telling
know, that kind
I'm
of shit
telling you,
might
I would
piss
not
me.
lie to you guys about this. There was, if you look it up, it's fucking true.
That's crazy.
And she wrote a paper about it. Like she'd be like,
Um,
I couldn't get him to fucking pay attention to the letters on the letter wheel, so I gave him a handy jammy.
That's
Damn.
fucked up, dude. Like you don't do that. You don't do that.
It's bestiality. I mean,
It's
there's
just-
Well, that would definitely.
I don't
make it
feel
There are
really
women
bad
out there
because it
that
was a dolphin
like it.
after all.
Oh my god.
Aren't
Why
these
do people
dolphins
love
supposed to be one of the
dolphins?
smartest
They are.
animals?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not as smart as an octopus.
If they're so smart, why do they get caught in those fishing nets all the time?
No, Brian.
I don't
Remember?
Because those are the dolphins that are tired of life.
That was from South Park.
Stop.
That was just remember that.
Because those nets
That
have
was-
so many holes in them, Brian. They're looking for some action.
It was like the
That's
first,
right.
first season of South Park.
Like,
They
look,
saw-
it's
they
like
they
a
just
fucking
they just
chain
saw
link
a
fence.
tuna
We'll
with
eat all
his
day.
butthole exposed. Like, I'm gonna get me some of that, and then they fuck around and get caught in a net.
Oh my god.
You get what you get, you dirty motherfucking dolphin.
Another fish is already caught.
No.
Yeah, they think it's easy prey,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and then they fuck around. They're thinking with the wrong head.
Isn't that
Fuck
how
around
it
and get
usually
caught in a
goes?
net. That's why. I'm gonna stick with that explanation. Oh, look at here, a captive audience. I'm gonna swim over there. Oh fuck, I'm caught in a net.
I think you're so off base here, but it's pretty funny.
I swear to God about the
It is.
about the experiments.
Well, sure, but that sounds more like a human abusing an animal than anything else.
But look it up. Dolphins are rapists.
Mm,
I'm telling you. Brian, Google it.
okay.
No, I'm not googling it.
Just Google
You don't want
are
that
dolphins rapists?
I am not.
Getting you hooked on fucking SeaWorld porn.
That's right.
Shocky says there's a
Ooh, a red-headed dolphin.
I
there's
do
a
not
King of
want to
the
be.
Hill episode about it.
I do not want to be on that FBI
On that watch list.
Nope.
That's right.
FBI watch
Okay.
list.
Hey, let me ask you a question. For your Stratos head, did you put these little thingy bobs in the side? These little peg things. They're hard as fuck to get in there. It's like trying to get a dolphin dick and a beaver's ass.
Matt's ear.
A dolphin dick in a beaver's ass?
No, in Matt's ear.
Crazy.
I feel bad for that beaver. What's he doing out in the ocean?
No doubt.
Ain't no trees out there, beaver.
No.
Like, I just imagine he, like, his
Love
dam
hanging
burst.
around,
His dam burst and he got sucked out into the ocean. And he's kind of lost and confused.
Oh no.
And he sees a fin come up out of the water.
Now there's a
Yeah,
whole story.
He's
Everybody,
like, I'm
you can see
saved,
the
I'm
picture
saved.
now.
I'm saved by the dolphins. I hear they're friendly. Look at here, Mr. Beaver. We're going to sell you for cigarettes.
But first, time to stretch.
Oh, I hope the
that
beaver. I think the
big
beaver would be able to fight him off with his big floppy tail.
I hope so.
He could thwap him.
Play some fucking ping pong with his fucking gonad.
Yeah, I hope the beaver defeats the dolphins and finds his way back to his dam. That's all. And I'll tell you guys right now: do not go on trips where they're like, "Oh, you can swim with the dolphins." That's a terrible idea.
Gort jumped in here and says, I want to go to the zoo with Matt as my tour guide. And then
Oh, yeah?
Shocky says, beaver versus platypus, which wins?
Platypus because
Platypus.
they're poisonous.
Yeah, they got a poison thorn. Too cool
Yeah,
or
definitely. No, I love the fucking zoo. I love animals. I just don't like fucking giraffes. Fuck giraffes. And fuck dolphins.
Yeah,
Not literally, but like
yeah,
I don't
I'd
want no
rather
part of
not,
no dolphin.
but-
Gross.
Cannot get this.
I'd rather be in a tank full of moray eels
No, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
than dolphin. Yes, I would.
Okay.
Like just bite my fucking face off, Mr. Eel.
That's your choice. You're allowed to have choices.
You are allowed to have choices. In my opinion, dolphins are fucking terrible. They're not here to save you.
Okay.
They only want to do dirty things to you without your consent.
I feel that way about spiders.
Okay. I would rather have a house full of spiders than a house full of flies.
Ooh, that's a hard one. That's a tough call. I don't like either one very much at all.
Spiders don't play around and poop.
I'm just
No, they don't.
But they bite.
they do bite.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, but I mean,
They bite you in your sleep.
And they
the
crawl
girls
all
yell at
over
me
you.
because I don't like eating outside when there are fucking flies around.
Yeah.
Because like I'll bring food outside, and as soon as I see one, and I don't have a soft stomach at all. Like if I see one fly land on my food, I'm like, I'm done eating. Like I'm all set. I can't fucking handle it. And like you're Mr. Outdoor Woodsman, and you don't like no.
Who
I don't
likes
like flies on
That's
my
weird.
food.
Nobody
'Cause
likes
they
flies.
were just fucking throwing up on a fucking dog turd not 2 seconds ago. Now they landed on my hot dog. I'm good.
But
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
You know, whatever. Like my nice corn on the cob. It's all buttered perfectly, even, salted correctly.
Yeah.
I'm just getting ready to take a bite and a fly lands on it. Nope, I'm done.
It's
Beautifully,
flies.
perfectly
flies?
grilled steak.
But yeah,
A big problem up by you, Matt.
it's
I
not a
cannot get
big
this.
problem, but there are flies everywhere. It's not like Alaska.
When I went to Maine a couple summers ago, we were playing golf, and I got bit by one of these fucking black flies. God
The
damn,
horse
Horse
flies.
horse flies. Yeah.
dude, man, that thing left a welt on my leg
Yep.
for weeks.
Yeah, they got like a big
Jeez.
fucking. Yeah, those are nasty.
And then the little gross green bottle flies.
Yeah, I hate those. The shiny fuckers. No.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
you.
Those are the real shit eaters.
I don't like them.
Those are the real shit eaters.
Yeah.
I don't like flies. I don't like bugs that fly. That's just a thing.
No, there's some like I like
I
a lot
don't.
of bugs. I think they're kind of fascinating once you get really into the
Sure.
into the sauce of it. But
Right. I'll watch
Flies and-
documentaries. Sure.
I'm all set with
Damn.
like if I go in someone's house and there's a bunch of flies in there, I'm probably not going to be friends with them very long. Like I get it, everybody gets a fly here and there, but you ever go in somebody's house and there's just like
Dude,
flies?
you would have lost your shit because where I lived before
it.
here, that when they manure the like the cow or the farm fields out there, it's like swarms of flies come at your house. They're outside. They're like it's
Ugh.
insane. It's insane. I got really good at just like swatting the motherfuckers midair while they're flying. Like it was nuts because I hate them. I couldn't handle it.
So Matt, last summer, might have been the summer before that, I can't remember. All of a sudden, I have a lot of flies in my house, just out of nowhere. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? I think it has to do. I think there is a bird dead in my chimney for a long time that I didn't know about.
Mm.
And it was just like out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck, man? And
You're like, did I leave a salami sandwich under the bed?
exactly, I'm like, why, where did this come from? I felt like I did leave something like open in the kitchen once. But damn, I can't remember what the hell it was now. But anyways, so I ended up buying those long sticky strips or whatever, and I saw that they
the
were
fly paper.
yeah,
I hate
they
those
were
things.
congregating by my my bedroom window upstairs. So I hung a couple strips down there, and then I hung one down by my back deck entrance from my house. And yeah, man, dude, within like a day, I caught them all. But I was just like, what the fuck? Where did all these flies come from all of a
Am
sudden?
I failing at life?
I know, right?
I mean, it happens, you know. Like I don't know. I will do cookouts this time of year and eat outside because it's still kind of cold, still kind of cooler. Or if
Yeah.
it's a real windy day, I'll eat outside.
Mhm.
But like there have been times where the girls eat outside and I go inside. Like, you're
I
not going to eat with us?
understand
I'm like, not out here.
that. Not with the
They're like, we
flies.
saw you pick a steak up off the ground and eat it.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
And a
agreed.
fly is going to ruin your appetite. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just the way I'm wired.
Well, fellas, it's almost 11:30. Would
Yeah,
you
I'm going to
like to
turn
say
in,
goodnight?
guys.
All right.
Shit,
Well,
Yeah,
flies.
We can start with you, and then you can dip after you say goodbye if you want.
Ouch.
All right.
Did you do what you set out to do tonight?
Yeah, I opened this figure. He's pretty good.
Where's...
I'll give him a solid B. You know, the bird definitely brings him down from an A. But, yeah. Would recommend. And with that, guys, I am going to bed. Thank you very much.
Good night,
Take care, Matt.
Good night, Matt.
And I will
Good
see
seeing
you
ya.
guys sometime.
Okay.
Bye, buddy. Oh,
gone.
see ya. He was like,
Out.
okay,
Yeah.
come out. Bye.
No long
Yeah.
goodbyes with Matt.
Mm-mm. Is everybody else ready to say goodnight?
Sure.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna get stopping point again.
You want to start us off, Mike? Where you at? Literally, like, where you at with what you're working on, and where can we find you?
I just painted a couple armor parts,
Oh, nice. Really nice.
getting the base coat on everything. This stuff takes a lot longer than you think it does.
Yeah. A lot of layers.
Yeah, a lot of layers, a lot of different colors. I'm not the type that just like, well, I'll just paint the brown and leave it alone and give it a day to dry. No, I'm right behind it with the black. Then the lead belcher, then all those other colors, and I see the black is dry, so I'm going to put another coat on. So it's like
Nice.
a
Yeah.
constantly being painted on. I've never had a problem with not letting the paint completely cure, so
That's good.
I like to just keep going. Sometimes I'll just do like one thing and then
I feel like it matters more on things that you have to like prime. Like
Yeah,
you gotta let
yeah.
that prime coat completely
definitely.
dry.
But prime. Sorry, I had you.
Where can all these fine people find you if they're looking for you?
Mike Wells on Facebook, here every other Wednesday, and in the chat on Monday and Tuesday, and Enter the Realm and Breaking the Mold. And that's about it.
Sweet. Brian, you want to go next?
Sure.
What'd you get done?
Well, I did do some stickers, zine.
Sticking stickers.
So I didn't get too far, but these were very hard to do. I did all of these black things that go around his
Oh,
legs,
wow. Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
that would have been
That
hard.
looks good.
and then these little black strips
Yeah.
to figure out where they go. That wasn't the
Nice.
easiest thing in the world. Then even that one looks a little crooked. But and then there's these black strips that wrap all the way around
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Nice.
And then this is where I gave up.
Uh-oh.
Was these little silver things right
Holy
here?
crap.
Yeah.
Are those
those
each
all-
individual little stickers?
Well, yes. So
Jeez, what a pain in the ass.
What?
something just fell off of him.
Yeah,
you
I
guys see
saw that.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it almost sounded like it bounced like a ball.
Yeah, I have no idea what that could have been. But there's nothing here but like Marvel Legends hands and things. Wait, what's that? Nope. Well, beats the shit out of me. Anyways, oh,
Never it again.
Was that the same thing?
no,
Oh,
that was
okay.
something else. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, it seems like all the parts are here. No, things are just falling apart. Yeah, what would have fallen off of this guy? Oh, his head, his face mask fell off.
Oh,
Oh wait, no, I didn't put it back on him. It's over. Whatever. Anyways, here, let me show you.
No, it's got to be laying right there. Whatever.
Couldn't have gone too far.
Uh-uh.
So I showed you what. Here we go. So they come on this thing like this.
yeah,
And-
okay.
These two at the top, those are what go on. And so when he sent this in, he sent it in with this. Give me a second. So
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
this is a sticky thing that was on top of it, and I figured maybe you peel that off, and then they're all where they need to be, and then you can just jam them all on one time. But these damn silver things wouldn't stick to the thing that the
Oh.
so
The plastic.
yeah. So for instance, here's his gun. This came with the sticker pre-applied by the guy who sold the kit. And you can see how,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
right? So that's how that works. And the gun, you can't really tell, but you can see there's little,
Oh, yeah, they're bumps.
there's little bumps that these red things go on. So he was able to do that himself somehow, but yeah, maybe after they stick to that other paper for too long, they're more adhesive to that than they are to this contact paper that he put on top.
Well, you did a good job.
Yeah.
They're
But
all
yeah,
very.
Oh, I know what fell out now. All right. It was this. So he provides another piece to put in the chest because there's going to be a sticker that goes all the way across
Oh.
the top.
Okay.
And that fell out.
Oh, filler.
Yeah, so I'm sure it's around here someplace.
I hope you find it.
Me too.
And do you want to tell everybody where they can find you if they're
Yeah,
looking?
I'm at Brinkalizer on Instagram, and you can find
Yeah.
me on this channel
You can find
looking-
Brian if you're looking.
looking for these filler piece that fell. I have no freaking idea. Oh, there it is. Found it.
Nice.
All right, cool.
Cool. I didn't really get very far with anything tonight. Not gonna lie, I was laughing too hard. I'm
That shit with the
Chan.
dolphins was pretty
Mhm.
funny.
That's pretty crazy.
Leave
I'm
it to Matt to
Chan.
come up with that.
You guys probably know where you can find me on Facebook, Chandra Cooper. You can find me here with you guys every other Wednesday. You can find me every Monday night on ETR, best part of my Monday. And you can find me hopefully getting a bunch of shit done because I have instructions from my doctor now and I have all this other stuff to do. So hopefully I'll be getting some things accomplished in the next couple of weeks.
Nice. Good, good.
That's me. And let's see what's up with JD. What's going on over there, man?
Things and stuff.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
you all done?
Yeah. I mean, I can be. I'm just.
What's
trying.
that? What's that you're messing with right now?
It is this gonk droid.
Gonk.
Gonk. Gonk.
Come on. Get over
Gonk.
So this is what you put the epoxy stuff on.
Yeah. I think I got it.
Nice. Look at that.
Cool.
Gonk.
And his
gonk,
legs move.
gonk,
I dig it.
gonk.
That's cool.
So just gotta prime everything and then I can paint it, and
That's great.
this is all glued together, so it's not doing anything. Although I think I did that backwards. I think that's the front. And that's the front.
I don't know.
Oops.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's
That'll
fine.
be fun.
Who cares?
I have 3 more.
Gonk.
So.
Anything else you want to show everybody that you were messing with?
I mean, again, I got the tattoo off of his arm and got a coat of white on everything. Opened to Indiana Jones.
Not bad.
Opened the bat, the Crimson Bat.
Oh, right on. I got those in my pile of loot right now.
Yeah, it's not bad. The hand doesn't stick in that backpack thing, but it fits in the upper
yes.
backpack part.
Wait.
Cool.
What? Oh, that
His
So when
extra hand.
Yeah,
You
you
don't-
take the hand, you can't put it in the lower,
Oh.
the
I don't
left
think I've ever
side,
tried. Yeah. How about that?
because the peg is smaller than the holes. So
Cool. But everything he can still carry everything.
oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
I like it when figures can do that.
Same.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea. Give me a briefcase. Give me a backpack. Fill it with stuff. I
Well-
don't care. You know.
I mean,
Oh well,
You can't-
yeah. That's
you
know.
can't store those. So
Yeah.
you got your choice. Bus it or not bus it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a fun option.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's that.
And tell everybody where they can find you if they're looking.
Pigment surgery, ShelfGravy on this channel here, Wednesday nights. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to do.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Well, I guess we can say goodnight
Cool.
and see everybody next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in.
Take care, everyone.
See you later.
Have a good night.
Bye bye.